John Mangini might have one of the best pre-war collections on YouTube. And that is why today I'm going to be going over some of the cards and his 1 hour video of This Is My Collection. This is Card Collector Reacts. So if you guys have been watching my channel for a little bit, you know I absolutely love Goudey, so I felt like this was a good way to start in this. It's only 41 seconds in the video, but here's some of the better ones here from 1934. First, he's a Dizzy Dean, which I once owned this card. I ended up upgrading that to a 33 before trading that into an Eddie Shore this last weekend, but I still love the card and I do want to pick it up later down the road when I have more capital. I'm going to talk a little bit about Jackie first. This is card number 1 in the 1953 set. Some people claim the 1953 Topps is the best design set ever. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely up there with that. And this is card number 1. Number 1 and the last one in a set often get damaged. So having Jackie Robinson as the first card in the set is really iconic with that. Next is the Dandy Mickey Mantle. And if you watch my Columbus video, you know one of the subscribers of the channel, Stan, really awesome dealer. He actually collects the Dandy cards and he did a full overview of them. So if you want to watch that video, I'm going to link it down below. But the Dandies are an awesome set. They were actually made from a potato chip company and distributed. I don't remember the exact states on top of my head, but you better watch that Columbus video. Another awesome card, it is a Joe Jackson. Now, Joe Jackson doesn't have a ton of cards in his playing day career. But that being said, everything's pretty expensive. This one's a really nice one. It's a 35, which I think is like a 2.5 with SGC. Don't remember the exact grades on top of my head, but really great eye appeal. I want to own a Joe Jackson one day, but right now my budget, I cannot afford one. Now, I talked a little bit earlier about food cards. So you remember the Dandies, they're potato chips. Well, here's 2 others that you might not know about. So first we have the Frank's Ted Williams. These were actually distributed with hot dogs. Then we have Willie Mays, which was distributed with root beer. So there's a lot of people out there just vintage wise that collect food cards. So anything that's distributed with food or drinks. Now right here's a full collection of Cracker Jacks. I believe these are mostly 1915s. There could be some 1914s in here as well. But some of my favorite designs. This is one of the cards that everyone wished Babe Ruth had a rookie card of. I mean, it looks so much better than the current Babe Ruth rookie card out there. These really pop. And these are tough to get in good condition, at least the 1914 ones, because they were actually with the Cracker Jacks, you know, the snack that you have at baseball card games. 1915, you could order a full set. So many people don't know that also in 1948, Leaf made boxing cards. So they made baseball. You might know the Jackie Robinson rookie card. They also made football, but they did make boxing as well. So you can see 4 of them right there. And I used to have the Jack Johnson, but I ended up trading it for a Jim Brown rookie card. I'm going to end up replacing this one day. And of course, you can see his Jim Brown later on in the video right here. It's a really nice looking 2.5. I mean, it's centered pretty well. I know it's off centered, but everything from 58 Topps football, they were way off centered. Really great eye appeal for a 2.5. Now, I love these T205s. You can see his Tris speaker right here. I have one as well in my collection. I want to eventually upgrade this, but it still presents really well. These 39 play balls were the first cards that Bowman actually ended up creating. Everyone knows about their 48 release, but the play balls were created in 1939. Here we have a really awesome Satchel Paige rookie card, something I want to really add to my PC, especially since I collect pitcher cards. But this card is really expensive and I need to make a big trade for it. This is another set I wanted to showcase. This is the 1933 DeLongs. Now, what makes this set really cool is the guy who designed it actually used to work at Goudey. So this could have been a potential Goudey release in the future, but this guy ended up leaving the company, decided to build his own cards. Both Goudey and DeLongs ended up coming from Boston, I believe, on top of my head. But this was only a 1-year release, a one and done. You can also say a one-hit wonder because these were amazing cards. I really wish more were created. Now, something also was for my Columbus vlog. I showed one of these pennant cards and I thought it was really awesome. The guy told me about Hannes Wagner. Well, guess what? He has the Hannes Wagner in his collection. Mangini, man, great stuff. So another set I wanted to showcase from 1933. There's a lot of cards that ended up being produced, but none of these companies ended up lasting, unfortunately. So these were the 1933 Tattoo Orbits. Had a really small set size, but there's some great names in here. And one of the most popular players in this set is the Rogers Hornsby. You also have Jimmy Fox and Dizzy Dean. 1941 was the last year that Goudey ended up making cards, so I wanted to show this to you as well. Everyone knows the 33s and the 34s. Some people know also the 38s, but the last release was in 41. They're kind of very plain cards compared to what they first came out with, which is a shame because the first initial product was awesome. The last cards I wanted to showcase on here were the Ogden's cards. Now, Ogden connected a lot of different sports. It was a massive set release. I mean, you had everything from cricket, you also had golf, you also had boxing, and you also had non-sports like these right over here. A lot of people think of the T206 set as impossible to complete. Try completing the Ogden set. I mean, it's up there also with like the old judges. You're just not going to do it. You always find new cards. And so look, guys, this whole video is over an hour. It's actually an hour and 4 minutes long. There's thousands of cards in this video, and I couldn't showcase all of them. In fact, that they're so rare that I haven't been able to find them at a card show. So I highly recommend that you go over to his channel, watch his video, and appreciate his content, because there's not a lot of pre-war creators on YouTube. John's one of them and has an amazing collection.